The communication, we talked about using a balance of video versus chat for that on and off task conversation, and preferably more of a video type lesson for our visual learners. Then for the structure, we were talking about avoiding scripts, that we'd want to use more tasks kind of as road markers, so that these learners would have the freedom to choose how they want to accomplish those tasks by collaborating with their group. And then group composition, we're saying 3 to 4 people, meeting that high, medium, low skill level, taking into consideration time zones that people are in, as well as like interests, and that would lead to creating like that heterogeneous, I don't know if I'm saying that right, I apologize, heterogeneous group. And then it would just be the grounding that we have to discuss.
Okay.
Which I think is what, just the learning environment, which would be teams.
Yes, and having the ability to have
right,
video chat. Oh, go ahead, Penny.
Should really occur naturally.
Well, I wanted to add in there too how.
Oh, all I said was that should occur naturally.
Yeah, and I was saying that I liked. I think in that part we should put into about how the option is there for the chat as well as the video. You know, and that's up to that's part of the structure too, or whatever the designer would want, you know, what they felt most comfortable with. And then when they go to create the collaborative group, I think that's when that 5-minute time, that probably should fall under a required video chat as opposed to having that in the side chat.
Okay, so
because you can always turn the camera off and still just have it in audio if you didn't feel comfortable being seen.
okay.
And what I found odd was in the prompt for the discussion this week, she said, what allowances will you have for grounding or social spaces? And I mean, for us in our group, I mean, we had to use different tools in order to get our initial collaboration to make it to where it is today. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, texting, we did emailing, and then we got everything pulled together.
I mean, I definitely agree with you as far as like we did have to communicate in other ways, because even just for us to get on the chat together, even though we knew the time, if we weren't connected, we didn't get that notification. So even having the text message to say, hey, is everybody, you know, is everybody meeting up? So maybe it could be those two things where you're having, you know, some initial contact through one thing, and then you're actually holding your collaborative meetings through Teams. Even though we knew the time, if we weren't connected,